Dillon.
Yeah, I'm Dillon. Formerly Rodrigo, currently DK Metcalf 14 Blue Sky Social.
So, I'm being told the Seahawks played a game this week.
I've been reviewing the data that would also corroborate your findings.
Okay, and I'm hearing rumors they won.
Yeah, well, Drew, what we got here on the Doppler radar here is a 2017 victory with a 100% chance of whiny bitch.
Okay, sick. So, I suppose we should get into that a little bit.
Yeah, we should do that. I like numbers. Do you like numbers?
Some of them.
What about Geno Smith almost 80% completion percentage?
I like that number.
Yeah. What about Geno Smith game-winning drives? I forget what it's at now, like 12.
I think it's 10.
I still
Yeah, I
have.
like that number too.
That's a good number. Um,
I like JSN 110 yards
yeah.
receiving.
If you over the last 3 weeks, JSN is at like 310 yards.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that's hard carried by last week.
Which should have been more, by the way, like
Well, not
considerably.
last week, the week before.
Yeah, I get you, man.
Um, yeah, obviously he got sabotaged by the referees in that game, and uh, we're gonna pretend we're over it.
You want some more fun stats?
Yeah,
Uh, well, I guess Nick Bosa did have 2 sacks, but they were kind of bullshit.
I don't like that number so much.
Yeah, that's not a good number. How about quarters injured too for Nick Bosa?
That's a good number.
Yeah,
Maybe next time we could ramp it up to 3.
yeah, maybe 4 even if we get lucky. Jonathan Hankins, 1 interception. What a dude!
Thick.
As a guy who is also large to get up that high, he's got to be limping today. Like, there's no chance. He's just like okay.
Maybe he's got a really good stretching routine.
I, yeah, maybe. Do we have any sacks? Oh, we had the one.
Uh,
We had the one when Brock Purdy's goofy ass fell down. Derek Hall got a sack for
yeah,
that, which is like, that's the free market communism I'm all about right there.
yeah. We had a ton of pressures,
Yeah.
but they just weren't converting to sacks because fucking Brock Purdy kept like squeezing out to the side and then getting chased down with just the worst angle you've ever seen from a defensive tackle.
Tyrese Knight had 10 tackles. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of like hesitant to be like, oh, that's great, because like as we've learned the last couple years, linebacker tackles don't necessarily mean
Yeah,
good
correct.
linebacker play.
I will say
But
that they were fitting the run great.
yeah, what was Christian McCaffrey's yards per carry?
Bad. Well, I'll tell you one thing: it's lower than Geno Smith's.
Probably.
Yeah, Geno Smith had 7.5 yards a carry yesterday.
Oh yeah, definitely.
CMC somehow, well, yeah, it's crazy. He had 4 yards a carry. I would have guessed lower than that.
Well, I think
He did have
just
20 touches though.
just on volume, he probably had a couple that went for like 10.
Yeah, yeah. His long was 11.
Yeah, so it's not like the Seahawks were getting gashed.
Yeah, Geno Smith 4 of 29, 7.25 yards a carry. That's big.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
consider moving him to running back.
there's some people who don't think that's a joke.
No, well, there's also some people who say the N word and stuff. Typically Spokane Seahawk fans. Let's talk about. I want to talk about. So before we talk about the game, I actually want to talk about the post game press conferences, right?
Okay.
Because both of them were funny in their own way. Kyle Shanahan literally said the only reason we lost was because of penalties. Didn't give like a single like they played great out there. He said, yeah, the penalties killed us. We can't be getting penalties. The penalties are really what did it in. We were winning if not for the penalties. And then you also need to watch it because it was. Let's talk about Grant Cohn, right?
Yeah, was he just being a salty bitch?
Oh, Grant Cohn is so good. Is it Cohn or Cohen? I don't know. But
Cone.
Grant gets up there And he says, "Yeah, so we noticed that Brock Purdy's scrambling a lot. Is that because he can't see the open guys, or what's going on with that?" And then Kyle Shanahan is just like, he's just like,
He's like, I'm
he's
gonna kill you with hammers.
yeah, he's just like he scrambles when he scrambles when he can. Next question. Like he hates him so much. It's so great.
No, it's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, Grant is really annoying about Gino.
He apologized.
Oh, hey, our single listener is from Spokane, so
No shot.
no, it's true.
Hey, well, you're one of the good ones, all right. um, yeah. So then it wasn't the post game press conference from Mike McDonald that made me laugh. It was his when he was in the locker room hyping the dudes up afterwards. Did you see that message? Holy. Um,
Uh, yeah, I saw like 10 seconds of that. I'm gonna be so real. I was so tired yesterday and this morning.
so he gets in there and he's obviously like, "Hey, you guys played your fucking ass off." He was like hyping him up more than he usually does. Like you could tell this win meant a lot to him. But then he did say, this is the part where you go, "Oh, maybe he's actually not a human being." Because he says, "Hey, credit to the man, the myth, the legend, the human Viking, Abe Lucas." And does Mike McDonald think that Vikings were like not humans? What is? Do you think that they're aliens? The alien, like a different species, maybe?
We should get him on the show to discuss that.
Yeah. So I've been calling people the human Viking a lot today because it tickles me in a way. Um,
Sam Darnold, the human Viking.
yeah, there you go. There's like 53 of them over there.
That's misinformation because he's a redhead and therefore not human.
Correct. Um, Kyle Shanahan, yeah, he sucked. Hate him. There's also what I'm noticing is an analytic trend where when Evan Hill has a racist tweet, the Seahawks win. So
So yeah, be more racist, Evan Hill.
I know it's hard to find like
I know
a
it's
new
hard to get any more
yeah
racist than you've gotten, but like, step it up.
yeah. Um, DK Metcalf was cool yesterday. I mean, he didn't have like a big
Uh,
bomb, but he just like kept taking attention. And also, I just want to say like he gets so much attention that seven what is he? He had like 7 catches for 70 yards. That's totally
yeah.
acceptable when you're pulling off all these people.
Also coming off an injury.
Yeah. Tyler Lockett is comfortably wide receiver 3, which hurts, but
It was inevitable.
yeah.
I don't know, right now, JSN leads the team in receiving yards, but
Does he
it's
actually?
yeah, it's close though.
Were they both at like 500?
They're both at 600 something.
That's crazy. Geno Smith is insane. Um, Zach Charbonnet is on Hammer Watch.
Always.
It, like, and it's not even because of his running ability, but that first sack that Abe Lucas quotations gave up was because Zach Charbonnet like gets in his way.
Yeah.
And then also he's like a power back that doesn't have any power. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
His college tape is ridiculous. Have you watched Zach Charbonnet college film?
No.
He's like blowing dudes up like Prime Marshawn. It's crazy.
Now you know whose college tape I really really liked is Rashad Penny.
I believe Rashad Penny is like regardless of like conference or whatever. I think he has the most yards of any college player ever for a season.
Yeah. Like you remember that clip where he was just dragging the Hawaii guy like 10 yards?
Yeah, he's well, and also like he had that ability in the NFL. He was just always hurted.
Yeah, but he's technically a free agent now, even though he did retire. Like,
Rashad
Same.
Penny, running back coach arc starting now.
well, like bring him in, take him out of retirement, assuming he's still in like playing shape, which it's hard to imagine that he wouldn't be because he retired like at the end of training camp.
I want to shit talk to Yamador Lenore real quick.
All right.
First of all, incredible football name. So I got to give him some props there. Anytime you have a guy whose name rhymes, like that's positive.
You actually don't have to hand it to ISIS.
Well, it's positive EPA to have a rhyming name in football. So you gotta. That's just a baseline. But then it's also you gotta respect a guy who starts a fight, gets bodied by a 5'8" running back, and then gets on Twitter like I'm gonna bust your shit next time I see you. That's hilarious.
Oh, and he said fucking Conehead, I'll break your chin strap.
Yeah.
I
It's
thought
also
that was about Grant Cohn.
No, that was definitely about Kenneth Walker. Um, Again, I'm gonna hand it to ISIS a little bit. Calling Kenneth Walker Conehead, that's pretty hilarious.
I mean, I wouldn't have thought of it.
No, me neither. Yeah, he starts the fight, gets tossed on the ground. Bullshit that Kenneth got a penalty on that. Like, is he supposed to just like get his ass whooped? I don't know.
You know, I think if a player on the other team like takes a swing at you, you should be allowed to beat their ass.
I'm gonna credit ISIS a little bit more here. Shout out Nick Bosa for not doing the Trump dance on either of his two sacks. I know that was very hard for him to restrain. Yeah, he might have just been doing it because he didn't want Abe Lucas to join in like a moment of solidarity. So
I wonder if they had a jersey swap after the game.
yeah, definitely.
And
Um,
like on their little notes, you know how they write notes to each other on the numbers?
yeah.
Like they just write the 14 words to each other.
No, it's just the WW1GA QAnon thing. That's all. I do have one criticism of Gino. Um, in his, did you watch his post game presser?
No.
He did say that him and Abe Lucas share a locker and they talk a lot. So that's a little worrisome.
A little concerning.
Yeah. But like,
Well,
hey, like I said, if he's gonna ball out, he can be as racist as he wants. So
maybe Gino is converting Abe Lucas to the light side.
yeah, maybe. What about Geno Smith? Strikes me as like Jill Stein voter.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I think Gino's probably like he voted for Kamala, but he wasn't thrilled about it.
I was getting so mad when Brock Purdy kept breaking the pocket. Like
Yeah.
Twinks don't deserve to have free reign over anything. And also like Derek Hall a couple times I think like got his hand on Brock Purdy, and Brock Purdy like weasels his way out of it.
No, it's fucked up that Brock Purdy is like allowed to be a functioning NFL quarterback when he looks like Tommy Pickles.
He is like 8 years old. There's got to be some labor law preventing this man from throwing the big skin, but here he is.
That's
And then I was mad at Jaron Reed. Jaron Reed on that scramble. I'm not mad that he got past Jaron Reed because Jaron Reed's 300 pounds and 30. I am mad that Jaron Reed didn't take that opportunity to absolutely flatten Brock Purdy. Like that's you gotta make him hurt a little bit there.
you got to take those shots when you can get them.
Yeah, and maybe you hurt him, and who knows? But
Like the drive ended in a touchdown anyway, so like, does a 15-yard penalty really matter that much?
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and then also let me see here. Who's the 49ers backup quarterback?
I think it's Josh Dobbs.
It's Brandon Allen.
Oh, ew.
Josh Dobbs is QB3, so that's something.
Okay. The
That's a Nick.
pastronaut.
That's a Nick Bosa request right there. Uh, any Seahawks that you want to give a shout out to for this game?
uh, yeah, I just want to shout out Devin Witherspoon for
Oh, dude, yeah, he
being
rocks.
a G.
He's incredible.
I want to
People,
shout out
people.
Olu
Oh, sorry.
Watami for stepping
Yeah,
up under, let's just say, not ideal circumstances.
yeah, and also I wanna give him a bit of a break on the bad snap because like it wasn't a great snap, but Gino could have caught it. Like it wasn't like a Connor Williams 80 yards over the head snap.
No, but it was a fastball.
It was super fast, yeah, and I think you said that.
Like, like I'm not blaming Gino for not catching it
Yeah,
because like it's probably really hard to anticipate that shit.
there was some Williams on Williams violence in this game. Uh, Leonard Williams and Trent Williams, like they were matching up the entire game, and there was multiple reps where I saw Leonard Williams just like backing Trent Williams up all the way, just straight power, which is cool.
Yeah.
I get that it's like Trent Williams is 90 years old, right? But
Yeah,
it's still
he's like
nice.
high key on washed watch.
Yeah, well, he's got good technique. Like when Boye Mafe was trying some like hand fighting, that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, like he could probably still take some of those younger guys who are mostly just power and less technique.
Yeah,
But like against other vets who aren't falling off the cliff and who can
Right.
match him intellectually, he's gonna get his ass kicked.
It was a rough game for him. The entire Niners O line actually.
Yeah, I
Do
mean
you
they're
want to
not good.
guess? Do you want to guess how many yards 49ers wide receivers had?
Uh, fuck, whatever Juwan Jennings had, like 80 yards.
Oh, sorry, excluding Jawan Jennings.
Oh, okay, 0.
Outside of Jawan Jennings, it was 22 yards.
All right, sick.
Ricky Parcell, big 0 for 0 game. Um, I'm not giving him any breaks because he got shot. Walk it off, champ. Like I was
Also,
supposed to
that
feel
was
bad.
like
Yeah,
3 months ago. Like,
I was supposed to feel bad for him getting shot when we've got third graders getting shot every day and they just keep trucking on. They don't care.
yeah, like fuck.
Man up, brother. This is the world we live in. Also, don't wear jewelry in San Francisco. The liberal
Yeah,
the liberal
don't you watch
stronghold.
Fox News, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
come on, bro.
you should know San Francisco is essentially like a woke military zone where the the homeless army is gonna come and strip your copper pipes and
Do we
whatever.
think that Abe Lucas has ever been in Seattle for any other reason than a football game?
Uh, probably get some pussy. Like,
He's a dude. He's like a saving himself for marriage type. He's on that locket grind.
no, I
I
think
want to
Lockett
say
is like earnest about it.
I'm
Abe
critical
Lucas,
about Tyler Lockett. He got married. He's been having sex now. He's got a kid coming, and he's not productive on the football field anymore. So
how dare
maybe
he?
he needs to re-embrace celibacy and get out there and throw some yards down. Maybe.
Maybe he just like performs better with blue balls.
Yeah, it
Maybe
drives him.
maybe having his balls drained like throws off his center of mass.
Could be. We play the Cardinals next week. I think that's gonna be a weird game.
It's always weird.
Yeah, it's in Arizona though, so this is the one we usually win.
So like the
Oh no, it's in
Seahawks,
Seattle. Excuse me. So
yeah,
probably a loss.
every game the Seahawks play is weird, but then you throw the Cardinals in it and it's like extra weird.
The NFC West is strange right now.
Yeah, I mean, last week we were in 4th place and next week we could be in 1st.
I thought we already played 2 games versus the Rams, but I guess we've only done one.
Just one.
Oh, so see, I thought we were going into this game 1-3 in division, but
Nope.
or 0-3, excuse me.
No, we're in
1-2
pretty
is way
decent
better.
shape.
Yeah. I think the Cardinals O line is stinky.
Yeah, unfortunately Kyler Murray is
Yeah,
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he's been ridiculous this year, man. I shouldn't have traded him in fantasy.
I mean, we all have dumb QB trades. I basically gave away Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that was to me.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you, Poppy.
It's okay. I'm going on a Linsanity run.
I think that the Mike McDonald experience is in full effect. Um, Side note, new idea for the podcast picture, the Joe Rogan experience, but it's Mike McDonald. That could be something.
Yeah, but then I'd have to like pay Adobe again.
Yeah. Well, I'm paying him right now, so I could just slide you the login. But um, Mike McDonald, that's a big win. That's like, I mean, Pete Carroll hadn't beat the Niners in 6 years, right? So,
Uh, that's a bit of a stretch.
well, it's literally true.
6 games, not 6 years.
Excuse me. Yes, I misspoke. So 6 games. But even then, after I mean, it we whooped that ass for a long time, and then for some reason you just couldn't. I don't know if it was just like a talent thing, or Pete was just bad.
Um, I think what happened is the Seahawks had a scheme that matched up well against them, and then they didn't.
Well, the Niners basically were copying that Seahawks scheme for a long time, right?
Yeah, I mean, they brought in Robert Saleh because he ran like the Seahawks system.
Yeah. It's crazy to me that everybody is now running the Mike McDonald system too.
Yeah, like fucking get your own shit, dude.
It's always Seattle with like. Well, I guess it's the Ravens this time. We can't really
Yeah.
claim that Mike McDonald invented his system here. Well, actually, we can because it's annoying. So I'll probably end up doing that.
Yeah, everyone's copying us, the Seattle Seahawks, and not the
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens.
I do wonder who is going to get fired if they lost this game.
Uh, me, I was gonna fire myself into the sun.
Yeah, true. That yeah. I mean, I trust C Mike's spin move when he has a leak.
Yeah, I don't. I think firing people in season is generally stupid and bad.
The only person I could think that might have got fired is either like the O line coach or John Schneider, just because there's not a good time to fire like a GM. Like if you fire him in the offseason, you're behind.
Yeah, I fire him in like December,
Yeah.
I guess, because
Um,
then you have a month and a half to find a new guy.
it's funny. So John Schneider, we've talked about this. I think in your words, he's having a bit of a bozo season.
Yeah.
I will say he's redeemed himself a little bit because Olu balled out. Um,
Also going and getting what's it?
Dearness Jones,
Ernest
right?
Jones. Yeah,
Is it Dearness or Ernest? I don't know.
Ernest.
Ernest, okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
Ernest saves Christmas.
yeah, yeah. Oh, what a great joke, Drew. Man, I can see like the tweet in my head. Anyways,
Okay.
like Sam Witwicky when he absorbs all the information from the Transformers glasses.
Okay.
That's a Transformers 3 reference, everybody.
That's the only
Transformers
one I've
3.
seen.
That's insane. That's like saying the only Seahawks game you ever watched was the Super Bowl versus the Patriots. like,
Yeah.
uh,
No, I'm not a Transformers guy.
dude,
So
that's you should be. Hound rocks. Shout out to Hound. Anyways, what we're talking about before the. Help me out here. I'm cold. I got cold pills ruining my mind right now.
we were talking about John Schneider on his redemption arc, I think.
Yeah, I think he probably is safe for another year. Um, People were crying about the fourth round pick for Ernest Jones, but that guy is gonna be here forever. Like I think he's like 26, right?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about a fourth round pick. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
straight up
come
like
on.
whatever you do with picks beyond round 3, I'm just like whatever.
Oh, dude, he's 24, so y'all need to shut up about.
Uh, I, don't- I don't know. Just the
Well,
signing
here's
Dodson and fucking
yeah,
Jerome
Dotson was
Baker.
that's bozo behavior. I'm
Yeah.
firmly in the category at this point that you should have just matched the Damian Lewis contract. I don't
Shoulda-
care that it was pricey, but
Should have paid Damian Lewis. Should have paid Jordan Brooks. But whatever.
and then I also want to just call it some bozos. If you complain that we gave up a fourth for Ernest Jones because the Titans gave up a fifth, you're a bozo. That's just bozo behavior. The Rams are never going to send Ernest here.
Yeah. Also, like John has had his own fleecings
Yeah,
throughout the years. Like
Quandre Diggs.
Quandre for a 5th round pick.
Yeah, but that fifth round pick could have been Anthony Bradford. So
Yeah. Like. Yeah, John, get your shit together.
Anthony Bradford, I fucking hate that guy, man. I'm not usually like I hate this player, but every time I see that there is a pocket collapsing and Anthony Bradford's big ass is turned around looking at Gino, it happens like twice a game. Why are you looking at the quarterback, man? Like,
Yeah, I don't know if that's a coaching thing or
I don't think
what.
the coaches are like, put your ass to the defender. Maybe they'll mount up. Like, I don't think that's what's happening here.
But like, it is their job to fix the technical issues, and if they're not doing that, that's a problem.
I think that our O line coach might be a bozo, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like
It's too early.
so fucking over the assistant coaches right now.
Yeah, I think Aiden Dirty's probably gone. I think that there will be a Leslie Frazier coup for the DC spot.
Nah, cause he's not really in charge of anything.
No, well, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's an easy scapegoat if Mike McDonald's defense bozos out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but it's been looking better.
Correct. Yeah,
So
it's been looking really good actually.
yeah,
I think
they
if you look
played
at it
really
for
well this week.
the last 2 weeks, the Seahawks have the best defense in the NFL.
Huge sample size.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm generally like hesitant to fire people after just 1 year unless it's like Like you're just fucking up the vibe.
I think that people will be fired after this year, regardless of what happens, simply because it's a coaching staff where no one's ever worked together before. So there's surely going to be someone who might not be a bad position coach, but just isn't fitting what we want to do.
Yeah, Ryan Grubb's the guy I'm like wondering about right now.
Ryan Grubb, man. Let's talk about Ryan Grubb.
Yeah,
Ryan Grubb
he pisses me
is
off.
right. Who's Ryan Grubb? There's a good comparison here. Ryan Grubb is Julio Jones. Um, Ryan Grubb will have 20,000 yards in a game and one touchdown. Like, between the 20s, Ryan Grubb is a Ferrari. On first down, Ryan Grubb is a savant. Second down, if I see another gun inside zone on second down that goes for 2 yards, the hammers are coming out.
Third and fourth on and one.
Yeah, like I don't care that you guys like the 4th and 1 or the 3rd and 1. I don't care that you think you got it. Like you're an NFL football team. I hate this, right? I hate condensing everything and running up the middle, right? Like get creative, like put some dudes out to the left, like run to the outside. Do anything other than run at the fat guys.
Yeah, I don't.
Because obviously we can't do it. Like so for some teams they do it great, but we suck at it, so just don't do it.
Like, I don't know. I think the run schemes in general are just not good.
Right.
Like,
The first and 10 running is fine, and then after that it's awful.
yeah, but first and 10 is like, it's it's the one down where it's like you can't really predict what we're doing.
Yesterday was kind of a change in philosophy for Ryan Grubb. Gino only threw it 32 times, which is a lot, but it's less than like the 60 times he's been throwing it throughout the season.
The fucking 50, 50, 50, 50, and then, hey, why does Gino look off?
Yeah.
Probably because he's thrown 200 times in the last 3 weeks.
People got mad at Greg Olson, which is fine. He sucks a little bit, but
he was so bad in commentary yesterday.
He did, though, at one point say that Geno Smith is the most talented thrower in the entire NFL.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right?
I feel like his hatred largely lies towards Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson.
No, he likes Russ.
Oh, does he? So it's just Pete Carroll.
Yeah. And like, I don't get it, because, like, dude, you sucked here.
Yeah,
that was your fault.
I still vividly remember the game where he had, like, 2 fumbles. Like,
yeah, like, dude, you fucking did that shit. Like, against the Patriots, you had the easiest catch of all time, and instead you fucking tip it up to the fucking defender behind you.
Greg Olson going on the commentary and bitching about how Seattle was terrible to him is like Evan Hill going on Blue Sky and saying, "Man, I hope it doesn't get fucked up here." Like it's the same exact vibe.
It's the divorced white guy blaming brown people for the election.
It's so funny that he is a Seattleite that moved to rural, moderate Arizona so he didn't have to pay tax, and now he hates black people for not voting for Kamala.
Yeah, that's... Fuck you, Evan Hill. But also, like, step up the racism so we can keep winning.
Yeah, like, you're a piece of shit, but keep it rolling, brother.
Yeah.
You're going to fit in great in Arizona also.
Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Yep.
I don't... All those real Hawk Talk Tua guys fucking suck ass.
The only one that is redeemable is Josh Cashman.
Yeah, but he's not like...
No, he's not even really like...
Like, he does the other thing where he talks about, like, pop stars.
Oh, actually, you know, I do know why Brian Nemhauser blocked me. He tweeted that he was porting all of his tweets over to Blue Sky, and I said, "Where's the Derrick Henry tweet?" And that's what got me blocked. Notably, he did not port over the Derrick Henry tweet.
Well, I think he deleted that one because he got bullied.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm blocked.
You gonna cancel me? You gonna cancel me because I had an opinion about someone's hair?
All right, I am not blocked by Brian.
It's early. Give it time.
Yeah, I don't really interact with him. Oh boy. Let's see.
Shout out to Charles Cross. Charles Cross, you never piss me off. I've never been pissed off by Charles Cross.
I've been pissed off by Charles Cross.
But like it's rare. It's not like Anthony Bradford.
He does get like out muscled a lot.
Yeah. But he's technically sound enough to where it usually doesn't matter too much.
Like, dude, just like put on a little more muscle. Come
How
on.
big is Charles Cross? I think he's like 6'7", right?
Yeah, like he should be getting huge, so he can just
Oh, he's 6'5",
overpower.
311. Slide this guy to guard and you have a Hall of Famer.
Like he's a little bit slim. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Um, but he plays generally pretty well.
Why
So
did I just Google Charles Cross and it told me he was 141 kilograms?
British
Like, get that shit out of here, man.
kilograms.
Yeah, how about you kilo yourself, you stupid fucks? Hey, whoa, hey.
Yeah, I don't know. We managed to go like a full 30 minutes only talking about the Seahawks. That's pretty
I'm at a
impressive.
loss because I'm not using Twitter anymore, so I don't have any like good bits to talk about from Twitter.
Oh, that's true. I had a
Well,
really I had a really good post on Blue Sky that kind of flew under the radar.
let me look at that. Let's see here. I'm gonna do a Blue Sky penis McPoopoo fart Twitter, excuse me, Blue Sky and analysis here.
Okay. I mean, you gotta like skip over all this shit from in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty
Ex-
buried.
Except I had a really good one yesterday, uh, where I threatened to beat Joanne Jennings with a
I it
steel
was
pipe.
I did like that one. I like it because there's some like you have the illusion of innocence because maybe you're just doing like the pipe drop sound effect meme.
No, no, I straight up like in the replies I clarified I'm going full Tanya Harding with that bitch.
Oh, yep. Okay. I do like heartbreaking a third hawk talk to a host dumb as fuck. That's pretty good. There's your face upside down.
Yeah, I was doing like just updates on my expression watching the game.
Correct.
So, I mean that's where it ended because I had to leave as soon as the game ended.
I like Bustin' Cucker.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good tweet.
and I
You have
got
more
really
followers
cringe.
than me, Drew. You're popping off.
Yeah, I got really cringe with it though when Justin Tucker missed the second kick because I quoted it and I said, "Follow yeah, dude."
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's cringe, but it's good. I think.
I've had some good tweets on Blue Skies. I keep calling them tweets, man. This is like ingrained into my brain.
Skeets.
Yeah, I'm not calling them skeets.
I'm calling
I'll
them
be honest.
skeets.
I think the funniest tweet I like, whatever. The funniest post I've ever made was the only proof required to know that astrology is real is that Josh Allen's a Gemini. Like
Oh.
that's great.
Now I don't know dick about astrology, so I don't know what that means.
You've clearly never had like a questionable relationship with an alt lady.
That this is true.
Yeah, it changes you, man. It does. I do like shaking my head solemnly as I eat my couscous to let everybody know I disagree with Israel. That's,
That's good.
yeah, that's a good post.
I had a really solid one though. It was crab with big old titties. Call that a breast cancer.
Is it because is the sign for cancer a crab?
Yeah,
Okay, hell yeah.
because like when things revert to crab, it's called carcinogization or whatever.
Yep, yep, yep.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what
Keep
I
going.
mean.
Yeah, keep trying.
I'm not.
I told my Manny Pacquiao Twitter story on Blue Sky. That didn't pop off, but I want to reiterate it here because of the significance of the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Um, in like 2016, I was working in Tacoma, and it was like literally 90% Filipino workforce. So I would always know when Manny Pacquiao was fighting because I would come in and everybody either called out or requested it off. Like I wouldn't even need to check. I would just be like, "Oh, it's just me here." So that rocked. I always thought that was funny.
Let's see here. I think I got put into like a Seahawks Twitter starter pack.
Really? Yeah, they don't do that for me, probably because of all the questionable posts.
Oh man, a banger doesn't make any sense anymore because it's a quote tweet of something that got deleted. It's like a discussing film post saying that there's not going to be a Star Wars movie next year. And so it's like
All right.
John Schneider's 2024 disaster class continues.
I guess I'll just repost the Brandon Browner tweet.
All right, might as well.
Everybody was mad at, like, there was like 3 people in the comments that are like, you stole this tweet. It's like, I didn't steal the tweet, I stole the format. It's very different.
Yeah, I mean that's what memes are. You just like
Yeah.
Let's see. I had a post praising Psy for Gangnam Style.
Yeah. Yeah, you were the one talking about that you feel like Psy should be bigger, right?
Not really.
Because Psy pops off. Like, he's huge.
Well, what I said is he doesn't get enough credit for helping K-pop break into the mainstream in America.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's a fair tweet. I thought you were saying, like, he was like a one-hit wonder, which is not true.
No, I mean, he's got at least 3.
Can you recite lyrics from all 3 of them for me?
No,
Potentially in a funny accent with a questionable hat on?
no,
Okay.
no.
Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, whoa.
Hey, no. The only one I really remember is Gangnam Style because I have.
I feel like
the
there's
emote
one
from
more I
Fortnite.
remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. There's definitely another Psy song that I know. Gentleman. It's the Gentleman song.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man, shout out South Korea.
Yeah, K-pop rocks.
Yeah, it does. It really does. There's so many good K-pop songs.
Now, I haven't done very many like eating pussy jokes on Blue Sky, but like a week ago I said eating pussy off the fine china.
Okay. Is that a Chinese people eating cats joke?
No, it's not at all.
Kind of. Okay, I was just checking.
No, it's like those fancy dishes that old people have. It's fine china,
Yeah, no, I understand that.
right? And so like pussy's so
I was just
good,
making
you gotta,
sure that
you gotta
weren't.
break out the good stuff.
Yeah, I did tweet a long time ago that I was eating the pussy like a wet market, which is probably not great. I don't think I'll repost that one over onto the sky.
No.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in like a pussy eating lull where I can't think of anything funny.
No,
Did
I mean, because we've got like a lot of the ground covered already.
yeah.
Like maybe if we like take a break from the pussy jokes and go to like eating ass.
Yeah, but then I don't know. It gets too gross because all I can think of is like poop jokes, right? Like,
I don't know. I had like one good butt stuff joke.
yeah, okay, let me hear it.
It was like sticking a ring pop in her asshole and then dipping it in the fun dip powder.
Okay. It's just kind of gross.
Yeah, but
See, we have a different like. I'm approaching the ass pussy jokes from like a wordplay perspective, and I feel like you have this like repulsive angle that you usually go for, which is there's no right way to do it. It's just
there's no wrong way.
yeah. There you go. There's definitely a
No,
right way.
like you're doing like clever jokes and I'm just like saying things I would like to do.
Yeah. You're erotic role playing with your following, and
I'm just like
I'm like doing
throwing
one-liners.
I'm throwing it out there like, hey man, if there's anyone out there who's interested, like my DMs are open.
Yeah, he's 6'5".
I'm 7'12".
Yeah, 2 different measurements. Two different ages.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
Oh.
Hey, we're 49 guys. Of course we choke a 4th-quarter lead. Oh.
Okay. Ooh, hey.
Do we got to do this again? Can we?
The Costco guys?
Yeah.
We have to.
Hey, with 49er guys, of course Kyle Shanahan blamed the loss on penalties. Oh.
Yeah, I don't really have any or 49ers guys things. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, those are basically my two.
Okay. So we got the obligatory Costco guys references out of the way.
Had to get that in there.
Had to.
You see, the Rizzler is a Dom top. Okay. Sorry.
I would not be talking about a 7-year-old that way.
Okay, but he does weigh like 280 pounds, so.
Yeah, but
No,
still.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Like, hey, we can cut that, right?
Yo, I tried to stop him, guys.
Oops. Hey.
Hey, whoa.
Um. Yeah, I don't know. So back to the Seahawks. I guess.
So I'm doing a Geno Smith hype video.
Yeah.
I don't know my issue right now is I can't think of the funniest song to use. I don't know if I just want to do like an aggressive rap song because that's really easy to make like a highlight video too.
Yeah, but that's
Um,
kind of like corny.
it's kind of corny. I also thought about doing the "Oh my God, I will vote" video as a song.
Oh my God!
But I feel like
I will vote for Donald Trump.
yeah, I think it's way funnier to do that with like Abe Lucas maybe. And
Yeah, but
then
I
I thought
don't know.
about just I could do the best of both worlds and do the "Fuck the 49ers" song. As
Uh,
the
no. So
backtrack.
so you know that like royalty free music they use in kids' YouTube videos where they're like mushing slime and shit.
Uh, the Rizzler thing was just a joke. I don't watch a whole lot of kids' YouTube videos.
Okay, so
I guess yeah, you have an excuse,
but
right? So
yeah, but like you know the you've surely heard it the da 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 da.
nope.
No, you don't know that one.
Nah, Drew, I do Percocets.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I don't
I
actually
think
do Percocets.
I think like a highlight video of with the fucking like royalty free kids music would be funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll think of something. The Bobby bitch was just too perfect for. I hate how good that video came out because I was trying to like because I don't like Bob Ferguson.
You don't?
I mean, I don't dislike him, but he's just like he's a like a generic Democrat, right?
Uh, yeah, but I don't know.
He's a blank slate, so I mean, I guess I'll whether or not I like him depends on what happens. But
He's a Washington Republican or Washington Democrat for sure.
yeah, he's definitely a Washington Republican. We did it, guys!
Fuck.
Stop the count.
Fuck. Fuck. No. Wait, I take it back. No. I don't know. Like Jay Inslee is a pretty solid governor.
Jay Inslee is one of my favorite Democrats for sure.
So, I really like his climate policy.
It was very funny when he ran for president, and he was a single issue president. That was pretty funny. That's
But
a good bit.
his single issue is a really, really good one, though.
Yeah, it's just funny to be like, no, don't ask me about like Israel. I gotta stop these oil companies.
I don't think they were asking about Israel in 2020. But,
Nah, they were
like,
probably doing something fucked up back then.
yeah, but,
Surely.
like, nobody cared yet.
Nah, we were like, hell yeah, brother, go get them.
Like,
That's my
obviously,
Zionist. That's my Zionist right there. That's my Zionist people.
like, I've been on the Free Palestine shit for, like, a while, but, like, the average person didn't know what the fuck Palestine was 4 years ago.
Nah, I do have a funny story about this though. I have this coworker. His name is Tom. Tom is like 70 years old and rich as shit. He only works for us because he was bored when his wife died.
Oh.
But he's dropped so many bangers on me. Like he walked up to me one time and said, "So he's from Wisconsin too, I should add." And he says, "So I was reading about the Holocaust." And I was like, "Yeah." And he looks at me and goes, "Yeah, turns out pretty fucked up." I was I was like, "Yeah, Tom, couldn't agree more."
Yeah.
But I just wanted to tell that story to get you in the mind frame of what kind of person I'm dealing with.
Okay.
But it was probably like I don't know what. So like the Hamas attack happened in what October of last year.
The October 7th, the horrific attacks.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So it was late October, and I hadn't seen Tom in a while, and he walked up to me and he goes, "So what's going on with Israel and Pakistan?" And I say, yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know if there's anything going on yet. Like, give it some time.
Yeah, I'm sure that they got some problems somewhere along the line. But
Israel will make up a problem. Let's be real.
he also, he asked. I got so many Tom stories. He was kind of a Trump guy, but kind of he's like an old school Republican. And after he got hit with the felonies, he was upset with him. So
The one guy who like the felonies mattered.
yeah, and he was like, I was like, so are you happy your guy won? And he was like, oh no, I didn't vote for him. Then I was like, oh, who'd you vote for? And he's like, I wrote in my dog's name, Riley Girl. And I was like, oh well, I think she might have won. And then he said, you think Kamala might have won? And I said, no, Tom, your dog. We're talking about your dog. And I said, is she taking the loss well? And he said, I don't know if Kamala's taking the loss well. And I said, no, Tom, your dog. Is your dog taking the loss well?
No, that's so. I remember like at the very end of my time with QFC, and this was in 2020 at the height of the fucking COVID shit.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I had this coworker named Jeff, like this old guy,
Uh-huh.
and he was telling me about like Venezuela and communism and shit. He's like, it's that crony capitalism that's the problem. I'm like, dog, that's just capitalism.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like,
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
I,
have
I,
another
I fucking
coworker, though.
I love old people who just like,
Oh,
don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I need to
But
tell you about the old guy I worked with at Jack in the Box when you're done with this.
okay, uh, yeah. So like this guy Jeff, he was telling me like, you don't want to end up like Venezuela, do you? And I'm like, a victim of American imperialism.
I
He's like, I don't know what that is.
was like, already there, brother.
Like, dog, we are the like with all these countries. It's like, hey, I don't want to end up like them. You mean fucked up by the American government? Like,
Yeah, I would hate if they did that. If we did that here as well.
yeah, that would be. I'd hate if we had the American government here.
um, yeah. So I work with this guy. Funny enough, his name was also Tom. Different Tom though.
Okay.
Uh, this was fuck. This was so long ago. But he was not old enough to have served in Vietnam. He wasn't quite that old. But he told everybody that he did serve in Vietnam,
That's awesome.
and he would tell war stories, but it was just like the plot to Apocalypse Now.
That's,
And we had, yeah, we had
that's
this
so good.
we had like an Iraq Afghan war vet that was working with us for a minute, and he brought it up, and he was like, hey, he's just telling like Apocalypse Now, and I don't care, but somebody's gonna freak out on him. And I was like,
That's
cool.
that
So we had
is
to like address it, and he was like, no, I fought in Nam. It's like he would have been like 8 years old when when Nam was going down. So anyways, one night we had a drunk guy in there, and Tom was the kind of guy who was old but like didn't know about like anything that was going on. He was just confused all the time,
yeah.
and he popped off at this drunk guy who was being annoying and told him to get out. And then he loudly and proudly came up to me after he kicked him out and said, "Yeah, you see that? I 69 those faggots." Uh, so that was great. I don't think he knew what he was
Did
talking
he mean
about.
86?
He did. He absolutely meant 86th, but I wasn't
Okay.
correcting him. It's way funnier for him to think that.
Hey, I'm just 69ing a couple of faggots.
Yeah, so he said, "I'm 69ing those faggots." I gave you the pass for that one, Drew, but the next one's gonna cost you.
Okay, what? Here, I'll pay 35 cents in reparations.
Okay. Well, no, you're a white man, so Donald Trump says you actually are entitled to the
Oh,
represent-
I'm the one
reparations.
who's owed reparations. All right.
That was such a funny tweet.
All right, pay up, twink.
I'm so much bigger than you, man. I
I don't care.
don't deserve this shit, dude. This is my burden to bear. Let's talk about Trump for a minute. You see that Trump
Okay.
today said that he was going to mobilize the military to get rid of the deplorables.
I didn't see anything he said today specifically.
Yeah, he said he was going to do an executive order to mobilize the military to conduct his mass deportations.
Oh, that's so sick. You know what? It's gonna be so fucking sick. I'm trying to explain this shit to like the Trump voters that I know.
Yeah.
Like, not really most of them, because I'm not like most of them are like fucking stupid and I hate them, and it's like not worth the energy. But like the couple friends I have who voted for Trump, I'm trying to explain to them like, what do you think is going to happen when like the prices of everything goes up 50% from tariffs, and we take conservatively 6 million people out of the workforce?
It's way more than that, but yeah. Well, they're not go. Well, here's my thing. I have this problem with Trump currently, where all of my friends who don't really follow politics don't realize that he has complete control. Like, he has the House, he has the Senate, he has Congress, he has the Supreme Court. Um, so they keep saying things like, "Oh, he can't do the deportations." Like, who's gonna
Yeah,
stop
you
him?
can. Of
No,
course you can.
no one can stop this man. He has complete
Also,
control.
like even with an act of Congress, assuming like assuming anyone actually gave a fuck about protecting immigrants in Congress, like even if they did try to stop him, like the Supreme Court said he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that they're not just. It's funny to me that Matt Gaetz is where they draw the line. They're like, yeah, you can get rid of all the Mexicans, but Matt Gaetz is AG. We can't have that.
We think that's where they draw the line, but will they really?
You know what
Like-
I was thinking about? I have two conspiracy theories regarding Florida. Well, I have multiple, but just two that's like prevalent to this. It was weird that Matt Gaetz immediately resigned his seat in the House.
Well, it's because there's the ethics report.
Well, yeah, but then I figured my first thought was, if when he gets denied for AG, DeSanctimonious can just make him senator for Florida. That was my first thought. My second thought was, oh shit, that's not gonna happen because DeSanctimonious is just gonna make himself the senator for Florida.
Well, no, here's the thing, right, is if he doesn't get confirmed, he won his election, so technically, can't he just go back right into Congress?
I don't think so. I think if you give up your seat, you don't just get to take these backsies.
Well, because the new class of elected representatives haven't come in yet, and
Yeah.
he could just be like, "Oh, I'm in that class because I won my election."
Maybe, I don't know, but it's gonna be.
Like,
It's
you think
gonna-
anyone's gonna stop him?
No, well, I mean, it's
Let's-
gonna be.
Let's be real.
One of the funniest moments in American politics ever is going to be when Ron DeSantis gets up there and says, "Well, after considering all the options, I think that I am the best best pick for senator for Florida." And it's absolutely going to happen because he's term limited. He can't run again.
Oh shit. Okay.
So like this is it. This is as good as it's going to get. So I think he's absolutely going to appoint himself.
I mean, it's term limited for now.
Oh yeah.
But let's be real. Donald Trump isn't doing anything to bail out a meatball Ron. I'm not calling him Ron DeSanctimonious. That was one of the most washed Trump
I
things.
love it so much.
Meatball Ron is so much better.
Meanwhile, Ron does. I'm so mad that his team drew the line at retarded Joe Biden. I think about like who's that Nazi that ran his campaign? Steve Miller.
Yeah.
I think about Steve Miller just clutching his pearls like on the edge of his seat the entire time of like a Trump speech, just hoping to God he doesn't drop the retarded Joe Biden. Like, it's just like, man, you should have let him said it. He would have won by. It would have been a Reagan-esque.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to be if they let Joe Biden like stay in the race.
The information that came out that his internal polling showed him losing by like 400 to like 135 or whatever.
Yeah.
138.
Yeah, it was bad.
And he was like, "Fuck it, we ball, bro. Send me up there."
Like, I don't think Democrats care about winning elections.
Nah, definitely not. I mean, if they and they're taking the wrong message from it already.
No, they're taking the message that's gonna keep them losing, because that's
Yeah.
what they want. They want to keep losing forever so they can keep getting donations.
Should I get my dog's opinion on the?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Vaughn, come here, buddy. Eddie, let me get my microphone off the desk here. See, the mute button is on the top of the mic. So when he put his
That's-
nose to the top of the mic, it muted it. He's
That
out
is
of
a
here.
weird design decision.
Yeah. I've also got a reclamp. So It's also top heavy, so I just have like it clamped to my desk like a '57 Chevy or something.
Oh, so even though I didn't get to hear it, what did your dog say about the?
He says something like
Oh.
something like that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I think that this Trump presidency initially, I was like, nothing bad is gonna happen. Like he's not gonna do anything,
Oh,
and now I'm like,
he's gonna do some shit.
now I'm like, oh shit, we're getting fascist in this bitch, huh? Like,
Yeah. So the good news is obviously, and I think I brought this up last week. Like our local governments are gonna shield us from a lot of it.
yeah, absolutely.
Like that's one of the things that made it really hard to like explain why Donald Trump is bad to some of my friends because they're like, well, it wasn't that bad last time. I'm like, yeah, because we live in Washington.
Yeah, like we're solid. Like the problem doesn't lie with us. The problem lies with all the vulnerable people who are about to lose their
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, like all those red states that are like firm red and fucking love Trump, they're gonna get fucked the worst, and
Yes.
they're gonna thank him for the privilege.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, holy shit, $18 for a package of Cheetos. Thank you, RFK. Thank you. Like,
Like they're gonna look at the gas prices going up and like the price of everything again, and they're gonna be like, Joe Biden is doing this somehow.
yes.
They'll be like, it's because of those transgender kids.
Yeah, it's all.
They're they're going in at night and they're changing the prices.
I can't. I think that tariffs are hilarious. And I think one of the reasons that tariffs are hilarious is because the first industry that's going to die out is those Rust Belt MAGA shops that sell all the Chinese like MAGA hats and shirts.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be sick.
Like
I don't think he's gonna do the tariffs thing.
I think he'll do the tariffs thing a little bit, but he's definitely not doing full tariffs.
No, I think because he is beholden to billionaires, right? Like he doesn't want to piss them off, and they don't want the tariffs. Like I think he's gonna drop the thing. Because here's what I think is Donald Trump knows the tariff thing would be a disaster, but he also knows like that shit kills at his fucking rallies
Yeah,
because his voters don't know what tariffs are. They just think it's sticking it to China.
and it is.
Right. So it's like it sounds nice to them. Right.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna look it up and be like, well, actually, American companies are the ones paying the tariffs, and they're gonna pass the costs on to us. No, they're like, yeah, fuck China.
Yeah, for some reason they think that China is paying tariff. It's
Yeah,
actually generational gaslighting that he got like 70 million people to be like, all right. Yeah, I don't like Chinese people either, bro. Let's roll with it.
no, it's awesome. I don't know why China's like seen as this big existential threat to the U.S. either. Like,
Yeah,
straight up.
I don't think any of Trump's voters realize that the Chinese and American economies are 100% linked.
Yeah, like they are, and I don't know why American politicians don't just say this. Like, they're our homies. Like, this is real.
Yeah.
Like, they're our homies, but we talk so much shit about them.
It's a very symbiotic relationship. It's the same
Yeah.
like and China kind of does it too cuz China does this fuck ass thing where they uh pretend that they actually want Taiwan when they don't care. Like
Yeah.
they,
No.
they don't care. And so we do this bullshit posturing, but low key we are the same country.
Yeah. Like, I mean, China has, I think, better infrastructure planning.
Yeah, well that's
Right.
that is because the labor standard is like pretty bad.
Yeah, but like they build their high speed rail and they do that cool thing where they build up huge cities and then fill them with people.
The main difference between America and China is how we both have embraced slavery differently.
Yeah.
For America, it's incarceration, and for China, it's
Yeah, actually, can we talk about that for a second?
sure. I'm down. We could talk about.
California had a bill on the
Yeah.
ballot that
Yeah.
explicitly said this will ban slavery in California.
Yeah. Did
And
you see?
they voted against it.
Not only did they vote against it, the opposition part of the bill, where it says like what the opposition is, literally just said opposition none. Like,
They're just like, no, they straight up were just like, actually, we like slavery.
I need to like I don't. I need to read the bill in its entirety, but it was basically saying that you couldn't. The actual like tangible effect of the bill was that you couldn't force prisoners to work, right?
Yeah, yeah, because that's the
That's
big
slavery.
cutout.
Yeah. Like,
Like that's the cutout in the 13th Amendment is no slavery except for prisoners, which is insane, but also like
yeah, it says a lot about this country.
we know
that
why
we,
they put we
It
know
was
why
like-
they put the cutout.
it was no slavery. Was the amendment was no slavery with an asterisk that said except.
Except here's this really exploitable loophole. Also, shout out all those venture capitalists who are like bummed out, all those slave owners, guess what? You can own a prison and it can be completely private and for profit.
Yeah, that has to be abolished. I mean, it won't be now, but and
Oh, it was never gonna be.
true.
Like not until, like the revolution.
What do you think happens first? Do you think that Democrats regain control of stuff, or do you think that America gets balkanized? Like, what comes first?
Uh so I think we're not quite at the end of the empire yet.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're definitely approaching it by the end of the century for sure. But no, I think Democrats are going to take control in 2028, obviously, because everything the Republicans are planning to do is a disaster, and they're going to run on like being progressive,
Yes.
and then they're going to get elected and be like, haha, JK, fuck you, we're doing exactly the same thing. Because that's what they did in 2020. They ran on Joe Biden is going to be the most progressive president since FDR. And then as soon as they got into office, they're like, so you know that stimmy check thing?
yeah,
We didn't mean that.
Well, we gave you like half of it.
Okay, so here's what we actually meant by that is so when we said $2,000, what we meant was in total.
Right.
Like what a stupid thing. Like they
It-
should have just given the
It's
full
also
$2,000.
annoying, right? Because like the Democrats have proven that they're fine with lying to their voters until it's like about a matter that could get them elected. Like,
Yeah.
just lie and say you'll give free healthcare. You're not gonna do it, but just lie.
Yeah, literally just like say, yeah, we're gonna do we're gonna do an arms embargo on Israel.
You don't even have to say that. You can just say we're gonna take a deep look at it. But instead, what they say is like we're gonna give Israel 200 intercontinental ballistic missiles to shoot at Hamas.
They're like, we're gonna have the most lethal military.
Yeah, she needed to stop saying. The first time she said that, her campaign should have been like, maybe cut that one out.
And they're like, and like, Kamala actually had a really successful messaging thing when she was like, hey, we're gonna end price gouging. Then she dropped it because her billionaire donors didn't like it.
Yeah, they were like, hold the phone. What are you doing?
So
That's
so
a
like,
bummer. Might fuck this whole thing up.
yeah, they're like, hey, can you like not? And she's like, yeah, I got you.
Sure, yeah, whatever.
Here's Liz Cheney.
Did you hear that her campaign told her to stop calling Republicans weird?
I didn't hear that part.
All she had to do to win the election was keep calling them weird. Like, people were eating that shit up.
Her campaign had to be like intentional, right? Like they had to know they were losing.
I mean, they had to have some internal data that showed it, yeah. But also, they might have been, like, coped up.
No, I think and every time I learn a new thing about the Kamala campaign, I become more and more convinced they lost on purpose. Because they were pulling really, really well early on when they introduced Tim Walz. and Tim Walz
Yes.
came out, and everyone loves him, and so they're polling really well. And then they like sidelined him,
Yeah.
and
They just
they did
they,
really well on the tariffs or a sales tax thing, and they did really well on corporate price gouging, and then they just dropped that shit.
you know what the we should do Joe Rogan discourse for a second.
Okay, I haven't listened to Joe Rogan, but
No, I just mean the Kamala not going on.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
She never should have went on because she would have been terrible, I think. But they absolutely should have sent Tim Walz. Like
Yeah,
Joe
so like
Rogan would have fucking loved Tim Walz, dude. They would have been like
yeah, but here's the thing. Like, remember in 2020 when Bernie went on Joe Rogan, and the Democrats were like, "How could you?"
yeah, that's part of the problem with the Democrats.
Yeah, they're like, "How could you do this?" And like, obviously, anything Bernie did in 2020, they were gonna do that. Like
Did
Bernie
you see
checking his
the
mail.
did you see the DNC donation map?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god,
No,
man.
the fucking gaslighting the DNC did on Bernie is just
Twice, in fact.
incredible.
Twice. Here's how he can still win. But yeah, they did it twice.
They're like, no, you guys actually don't want him.
Yeah, he's have you ever heard of communism? That's what he is. And he's just like, I think we should have more libraries. And they're like, what the fuck? Like,
No, I fucking love libraries, dude.
well, yeah, every person who hates socialism loves socialist institutions, like
It's
police, firefighters. Well, they don't love police, but you know what I mean.
Oh, they love police.
Well, some of them, yeah.
We're back to blue.
Oh, see, we have this socialist program called food stamps or SNAP benefits, and what they do
Yeah.
is make sure people don't starve, and that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
So, no, I was telling you, like, my friend who voted for Trump, and he was telling me, like, how much harder it is for him to get groceries now. In 2020, he was on food stamps.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it was easier. Like, dude.
And just to clarify, there's no problem with being on food stamps. I'm just
Yeah,
laughing
no,
because
no.
he's stupid.
Like, it's a good ass program, and like he needed it at the time. He probably needs it now still, but it's means tested in a way that cuts him out.
Before I got my big boy job, they sent me a letter saying, because I was making like, I don't know, 30 to 45 a year or something like that. And they sent me a letter and they were like, you qualify for food stamps, and it was like $7 a month. And I was like,
That's
I think
awesome.
I'll pass on that, man. Thank you though.
Hey, that's like a pack and a half of Pokemon cards every month.
I hate to be that guy, Drew, but you're not supposed to eat Pokemon cards.
Well, not with that attitude.
Oh, true.
Those foil ones, man.
Would you be
That's a good
surprised to
source
know
of
that I
iron.
have a sizable Pokemon card collection?
Uh, no, I don't think I'd be that surprised.
It's mostly my partner, but we have, I believe we have every card from 151.
Okay, flex.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I-
You had to flex on me like that.
Yeah. We might be missing, like, one bullshit card, but... like, the super rare Erica's Secret?
I don't know that
The
card
ghost rare,
specifically,
whatever it
but,
is. I don't know. It's whatever,
I-
like,
I know
this-
about the rainbow rares and all that because I do have Pokemon cards.
Yeah. I think that fucking Charizard card was, like, $150 when that set came out. I don't know what it is now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
People are ridiculous.
No,
Well, that's the
there's
thing is, like, I hate people who grade cards.
Oh, yeah, that shit's obnoxious.
Yeah, like a PSA 10 of that card is like $700, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. There was this one pack from a couple years ago, and it had this Giratina card that was so sick.
Ah, yeah. They're talking about the EX?
Yeah, Giratina EX, and it looked like a Van Gogh painting.
Yeah, and it's like stupid expensive.
Yeah, it was so sick. I wanted to find that one so bad.
It's
but
the V Star alt, right?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, see, I know my shit. I'm on this grind.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was sick as fuck. Never found it, obviously.
If you wanna, I feel like a real dumb bitch. My best friend in elementary school gave me a binder full of first edition Charizards,
Bruh.
and I don't know what happened to them. They're just gone. I mean, I don't think any of them would have graded to like the stupid money margin, but
No,
what a
but
fumble, huh?
yeah, yeah, no. I don't know. I probably had some Pokemon cards that might have been worth something, like from my childhood, but also, uh, those did not get taken care of in the way that would make them
Yeah, because
sellable.
you were a kid and you were like playing with your cards and stuff.
Yes.
Well, what a piece of shit! You didn't
Yeah.
think about the
I wasn't thinking about resale
yeah.
value.
What were you doing in 2008? Why weren't you buying houses, idiot?
Hey, hey, you fucking idiot! Why aren't you turning your hobbies into a capitalist pursuit?
Yeah, dude,
Like
I have so
everything you
many.
do has to be for profit, or you're a
I need
bad
to stop
person.
buying shit. I have like 20 Lego sets I need to build. I have like it's just brutal.
Yeah, that's got to be so hard for you.
I'm a victim of capitalism, Drew. I have to pay
Yeah.
taxes.
I haven't paid taxes in 4 years.
Let's we can cut that out, right?
No, it's not like because I'm doing crimes. It's because I straight up just haven't I haven't had the income that would necessitate
Oh,
paying
okay, yeah.
taxes.
Well, you still pay in. Well, sorry, you don't pay in, but you still like file, right?
Uh, all of my work for the last 4 years has been under the table.
Oh, okay. Well, hey,
Uh,
let's cut that out.
no, but it's like the IRS isn't gonna come after me
No, they don't give a fuck, man.
for like uh the work I have been doing because it's like
You can probably get away with like a surprising amount of tax fraud before they actually care.
yeah, like here's the thing: they're not coming after me for $400 to $800 a month.
No, I might though. Put your hands up, bitch. Daddy needs a Star Destroyer, a UCS set.
No, I haven't made $1,000 in a month in like 4 years.
What do you do for? Do you mind if I ask? Like,
Well, I take care of my little brother, and because that's like full time work.
yeah, yeah.
So
Like if you
basically,
weren't doing it for family, you'd be making like decent money.
I'd be making minimum wage, but I would be making some money. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, like it's like a job, but I'm paid in not having to pay rent
That rocks. Yeah.
or buying food.
Yeah.
Right. And I get like $800 to cover whatever expenses I need for the month.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Um, Now I am getting paid by the government to do that pretty soon here.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask because I know I have a co. I had a coworker who was also a weird piece of shit who was taking care of his disabled wife, and he was getting
Yeah,
paid
how
by the
dare you?
state. No, well, he kept saying stuff like it was their anniversary, and I was like, "Oh, happy anniversary!" And he was like, "Nothing happy about it. Bitch is still alive." And I was like, okay, all right.
Oh
Sorry
yeah,
about
no. So like the thing with the doing that shit and getting government money is they have to determine that the person you're caring for is eligible for that care.
Gotcha.
And so like that took a really long ass time because
No, yeah, my sister's disabled, dude. It took fucking forever.
DSHS is horrifically underfunded. So
It's insane. My sister is just real talk time on the Seahawks Coup d'etat podcast. My sister is disabled, and they decided, yeah, $1,000 a month is good enough for an adult to live on forever. It's like, okay,
yeah, no, it's crazy. Like the laws around that shit are nuts.
yeah,
Like if you're disabled, you're only allowed to have $2,000 at any given time.
right, and you're not allowed to save it, right? Like,
Yeah, you're literally not allowed to have savings. It's
yeah,
crazy.
you can't get a job. Also, like, if you found like a
Yeah.
part-time job that suited you, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's fucking nutty and like so that's going to be fun for my little brother to navigate.
But that seems like he's got a pretty good support system.
Yeah, so yeah, but the government took forever to determine his eligibility and like he needs full-time support and all that. They said he can have 40 hours a month.
Whatever happens when you're off the clock, I don't know. Government said it was cool. I'm not responsible for what happens in those.
It's like
Thousands of hours.
the good news though is uh, Everett recently in the election they passed a minimum wage hike to $20.24 an hour.
Yeah, state minimum wage is pretty high, right? It's like $18 or something.
Yeah, and so Everett being a little over that, and I posted on my Instagram story. I was like, local elections are cool, and then I got a response from some guy I went to high school with, and I haven't talked to since high school. He was like, "Hey, your costs of everything are gonna go up, you fucking idiot."
Yeah, that's how that works.
He was like, "Don't you know raising the minimum wage is bad?" And like he started doing all the fucking PR, they do like, actually, all these places have really tight margins.
Yeah, and that's when
And-
you hit him with a. Do you know I have a gun?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a gun.
You hit him with the. Do you know that I kill people? And then you do this.
I hit him with the. They're not clips. They're mags.
Yeah. Hey, did you know that I nutted in your wife? You stupid bitch.
No, so like no, I just like when I'm like, all right, let me explain to you exactly why you're wrong.
Yeah.
And I broke it all down. I was like, all right, here's the cost of living for each state, and here's their minimum wage, and let's do the math. The cost of living here is about 25% higher, and our minimum wage is about 200% higher.
Yeah. Correct. And he
he's like-
said, whatever, bro.
He said, all that money is just going to billionaires, right? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. What a fucking idiot.
I'm like,
That's-
you think I want to live in poverty to stick it to fucking McDonald's?
Yeah, the thing about America is that universal basic income is like inevitable, I think.
Yeah.
Well, not for the foreseeable future given current events, but
Well, after it's no longer America.
yeah. Well, when AI and like robots take over, you have to institute UBI, right?
Yeah, obviously, and actually, I do want to mention like with the automation thing and AI and all that, like how a ton of people are like terrified of like all that shit. I think
Yeah.
that shit's good.
I think it could be good.
I think it's good, and the problem is capitalism. It makes
Yeah.
it
Okay,
bad,
I see. I understand. Yeah.
right? Like if there wasn't a capitalist structure we had to adhere to, these things would be objectively good because they would make it so we don't have to do those things. Instead, it's we don't get to do those things.
The fear is that the AI sees us and they're like, "Oh shit, someone's got to check this out. This is fucked up."
Like, fucking Elon Musk is like, it would be so cool if Skynet was real.
Yeah, brother, you are Skynet, my man. It's
Yeah.
you.
It's like, no, I love all these fucking tech billionaires. They're like, hey, those dystopian future aesthetics are so cool. I love that shit. Hey, let's recreate that.
It's gonna be extremely funny when SpaceX just happens to get all of like the kill people contracts. Like, it's like Elon's,
Whoa.
weird. They turns out they decided
Wow.
us for the
That is
missile
so
stuff
crazy.
again. Huh. I guess we must be really good at what we do.
Here at the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE for short.
It's so funny when Trump talks about Elon's self-landing rocket,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Wow, who could do that besides him? Nobody. Nobody could do it. Only him. It's only him that could do it. He invented that." It's like, no, he didn't invent shit, brother. He gave some. He just gives people money. It's all he's a piggy bank.
No, I love when people are like, actually, Elon is really smart, and
He's a genius.
he has all that money because he's so smart,
Yeah.
and he invents all these things. Don't you know he invents these things? It's like the only thing his name is on the patent for is like Tesla's doors.
I think also PayPal.
I'm like, even that, he got fired from PayPal because he wanted to call it X.com.
Did he really?
Yeah.
The X.com thing goes back that far.
Yeah, he's been obsessed with it for basically forever.
Joe Rogan is such a little cuck.
Now, here's the thing, though. He got fired because he tried to change it to X.com, and people thought it was a porn site.
Yeah, Yeah, I wonder why.
And then he bought Twitter and he changed it to X, and he said, "We're gonna pivot to video.
He's an idiot, dude.
We want you to watch our X videos."
Wha- he's so fucking funny.
Yeah, no.
The Doge department actually made me want to kill myself.
No, I told my dad about that, and he didn't know about it yet. He's like, "Are you?" It's like, fucking hell, man.
One of my favorite Blue Sky posts is Trump names Elon and Vivek co-chair of the Department of Two Dumb Bitches Telling Each Other exactly.
Yeah, no. It's good shit.
Well, all right. You ready to wrap this up? I feel like we've been going fucking forever.
We've been going an hour and 20 minutes.
It's not too bad. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, can we talk about the Onion buying InfoWars?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, how could I forget?
So for anyone who has been living under a rock, the satirical site The Onion, with the help of the Sandy Hook victims, is buying InfoWars out of bankruptcy.
Did you see the video where Alex Jones is like refusing to leave the building?
Yeah, he was like, it's like they're coming at the door.
Yeah.
The horsemen are at the door.
Here's my impression of Alex Jones seeing a farmer with gray corn. Turn the friggin' corn gray.
No, Alex Jones watches like transgender porn and shit.
Oh, dude, he is such a chaser. There's no shot. He doesn't believe in half the shit he says. He's also a CIA plant, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah, no. I was watching Hasanabi talking about Alex Jones, and
He's so fucking hot. Hassan, not Alex Jones.
yeah, it's a little fucked. He's got like, his head looks tiny on his body though.
Yeah, I would suck him dry, brother. Go on.
No, he was talking about it, and he was like explaining why he thought Alex Jones was a federal agent. I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense actually.
No, he just is. Like, you can look it up. Like, he just is, man.
I was like, hold up, that tracks. So, yeah, I buy it.
I did like that Fox reporting on it was like, InfoWars is a satirical media property that has 4.3 trillion daily readers. Are you guys are really gonna fall for it while you're doing the thing?
Like they just probably read like the Onion's like about us on their
No,
website.
literally, that's what it was.
Like fucking morons.
It's also funny that Fox is acting outraged about that.
Like, how dare they?
I'm going to Infowars.com right now to see if they've done anything with it.
Don't think they have.
Nah, it seems like it's just Alex Jones shit still.
Yeah, because they don't like fully take over until January. What?
Sorry. I went to Infowars and I went to the opinion section, and the top post is a picture of Joe Biden frowning, and the article is named Dog Days, and the writer is Raw Egg Nationalist.
What the fuck?
Oh,
what the fuck? Can I tell you this one time when I was working at the QFC, this guy came in, looked fucking cracked out of his mind. He was wearing an InfoWars shirt.
I need to get an Infowars shirt, but go on.
And so I asked him, I was like, hey, so you big into InfoWars? And he looked at me, he got really excited. He's like, yeah,
hell yeah, let's get into it, brother.
you see it? And I'm like, that's cool. I love that for you.
And then you were like, nurse 5150, please.
No, I was just like, that's great. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I saw a guy, I was shopping for meats, and I saw...
You would shop for meats.
Yeah, well, do you have a social commentary you'd like to make about that?
You know exactly what.
And I saw a guy in there in what I thought was a MAGA hat, and he turned around, and the text just said, I just like red hats. And I was like, all right, dude.
All right, dude. That's a little dumb, but I like
My
it.
voted for Hamas hat should be here any day.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's not a joke. Have you not seen this hat?
Nope.
Oh, hold up.
I need that hat now.
Fuck, I can't. But now the internet is censoring me, man.
Fucking internet. The woke mob is censoring me.
It's I can't find it now, of course.
Okay.
But it's the Harris hat where like the H is like the Harris logo, but it just says I voted for Hamas instead of
Okay.
Harris.
That's sick. I mean, I basically did vote for Hamas.
you literally did, didn't you?
I voted for Al Qaeda.
Oh well, that's missed opportunity right there.
Well, because here's the thing: it had to be a defunct terrorist organization,
Okay.
so the FBI wouldn't show up at my door.
I see. I don't think they would care.
Probably not, but I had to like.
I did have a moment at work after I tweeted I reposted the John Hinckley joke on Blue Sky, and I had a moment where I got called to the front office, which was like kind of unusual.
You had a little
And
panic.
I was walking up there. I was like, dude, if I see dudes in suits, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Like,
No, that was such a good fucking post.
yeah, I was just scared.
That's such a good. Anyone who like gets mad at that. Oh, can we just like also shit on that person who like got offended at your kilts joke?
Yeah, yeah. Also, a joke that maybe could get an agency sent to my house, but I'm gonna read out this entire interaction.
Okay.
I need to refind it, so go ahead and fill the dead air for me.
All right. So jelking is the practice.
Maybe silence is better sometimes.
Okay.
I thought that was a funny tweet. Post, whatever.
No.
Fuck. My
Yeah.
brain, dude. I've been posting a lot.
I posted a lot yesterday, but it's because the Seahawks won.
Seahawks what? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Transphobe who goes to Scotland and gets pissed off at all the kilts. I think that's a funny joke.
It's good. It's good. It's not even like that spicy.
Yeah, and then Horace Dorrington at rollingverse.social says, you do understand that calling kilts effeminate is prime facie racist and homophobic. And then I said, you do realize I have 200 guns. And then my friend Brett said, yeah, that's kind of the point of a joke, a bumbling transphobe idea of what a kilt is. Also, not sure that's a correct usage of prima facie. I might be saying that wrong.
Facie.
Yeah, prima facie is grammatically incorrect as it is the genitive case, and prima is the feminine ablative from modifying the noun face. And then I said 200 guns that shoot bullets.
That's sick.
I also quote tweeted it afterwards because I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "I don't know what any of these words mean, bro. I abuse pills."
That was such a fucking bozo reply.
It's
actually that's really offensive. Like
that's
that's
so funny because his name is Horace Dorrington, dude.
Yeah, that is kind of the issue with that is like the one annoyance with Blue Sky is everyone is a little too woke.
Yeah, I walk in here like, yo, like I'm expecting when I posted that I was like, I don't know if this is allowed on Blue Sky. Like it might come after me for.
No, I think it's like mostly chill. I remember when it was new though, and you had to have an invite code.
Yeah, that's how I got on. I've had my Blue Sky for like 3 years. I just never used it. Maybe not 3 years. It's a bit of a stretch. But
I got on July 2023. So
my invite code came from Juniper. So shout out to June.
oh yeah, you got like the early invite code. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, I have friends in trans places, so.
We'll tell them all they need to pay me reparations too.
Yeah. Cis piece of shit. I actually like that I can just tweet cis or post cis.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I will be offended though, as that is a slur against my people.
Did you see that white trash is a slur too now?
Yeah, that's sick. also very offensive to my people. You see, and we've had it too hard for too long.
Yes. Elaborate, please.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Is we straight cis het white males, right? Like it's so hard being us because like nobody wants to objectify us, and nobody's trying to like throw us in jail or shoot us for responding to a gun at a traffic stop wrong.
This just came to mind, so I tweeted it out, posted it out, skeeted it out. Evergreen pussy got me feeling bad about American imperialism. How's that? I don't know. They can't all be winners.
It's got pussy in it, so it's good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's so unfair. Nobody cares whether we straights get married, right?
Correct.
Like, isn't that just so fucked up? Nobody's debating my validity. And as an attention-seeking cunt, like, that's really unfair to me.
Just go by they, them. You're fine.
No, but that would be stolen valor, unfortunately.
What about my pronouns are him, him?
Because I am him.
You could, yeah, because I'm him.
That's
dumb.
pretty good.
I might
That's
tweet
pretty
it.
good. Yeah, all right. My hard out is in like 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm cool. I'm sick, so I'm just chilling out. We can kill it whenever. You want to do like an outro?
Yeah. So make sure you follow me at fuck. I forgot my at because it's a new app. Here, let me. Okay. Follow me at statsboy.
Yeah. Oh, yo, let's go. Hey, shout out Statsboy.
Yeah.
Your number one place for Canadian Grey Cup content.
Real.
Your number one
wish we could
flexer. He gets hella bands and hella bitches. His swag is too tight. They'll kill him.
It's
His
true.
bitch is too bad. His name is Statsboy. You should go follow him. He's the coolest dude in the world.
Unfortunately, he said he's not doing our show because he's shy.
Let me tell you about Statsboy. Statsboy is like he's an enigma. He doesn't really exist. He won't even play video games with me.
No, it's like I'm like, hey, you want to play Minecraft? He's like, no, I'm shy.
Here's what I know about Statsboy SB. He's 6'4". He's shredded and he's a vegetarian, and those are the only facts he has ever given anyone that I'm comfortable sharing on here.
No, it's fucked up.
He's hot, man. He's hot. That's all I know. And he won't talk to me.
And he won't share. He won't let us see how hot he is.
This is my plea to Statsboy. Please come on the show. I can
Please.
get you a voice changer or something.
Yeah, like we can hide your voice.
But yeah, yo, shout out Statsboy. Shout out the Grey Cup. Shout out the Warriors. Shout out the Sharks. He likes the Sharks. Big Mariners guy, coolest dude in the world. Can bench 7 million pounds. That's Statsboy. He needs to come on the show. Don't be shy. We love you. And you can take. Also, follow me at DK Metcalf 14 on Blue Sky. DK, if you want that handle, 25 bands, or you can just press me in public and I'll give it to you because I'm scared. But other than that, man, yeah. Fuck Brian Nemhauser. Evan Hills. Just keep doing your thing because it's going great for the Seahawks. Yeah. I think that'll pretty much take us out.
Yeah. All right. Here, I'm gonna end this now.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. We're not let. You know what you should have said is